Well, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me for what seems to be an incredibly super chilled session of the 3D Shenanigans. Carol Jane, thank you so much for spending your evening /night with us. Very nice. So Camilla, same thing. I know you guys are in Europe and it's getting late there. Miss Julia, wonderful to see you. Miss Nancy on the West Coast. Leo is here. I don't even know where you're from, Leo, but hey, wonderful to see you here. And anyone else who's out there watching, enjoying my wonderful Christmas loop in the beginning. It's wonderful to see you all. That I've cobbled together with a free asset that I got from Liatis Studios, and they're a really nice outsourcing studio. I have many of their assets, and this is one that I think I got free with another asset, and it was called the Retro Punk Saloon. You get that on the Unreal Engine Marketplace and on the Gumroad store. And I've been meaning to make something rather quick, which is why I thought I'm not going to have any camera movements in there. They're just, I think, 4 or 5 cameras dotted around, and they all point at different angles. And I thought this scene looked a little bland, so I turned the materials into snow, added snow coverage to them, added the snow particles, and then as a finishing touches this morning, I added some foliage in the background that I had. And I think it worked out really well. So I'm thinking of turning that into a 24/7 channel, see how that works. I am super totally unprepared today, but I'm in the mood for doodling around with some 3D bits and pieces, and it has to do with something that I've shown you last time already, which is we can also have some music in the background here. Hope it's not too loud, but this is the other playlist I was talking about, Nancy. Let's listen to that. Yes, it has to do with the crowd simulation that is now available in iClone 8.4. It was a free update, and they have a product that you can buy, but I haven't installed that yet. I'm just going to have a quick look at the free version that comes with the regular version of iClone. And there's a lot of levels to this. So this nav mesh, I don't think I don't even know where to get started with that. What I'm going to do is just use their crowd scattering options, this here, and see if I can get that working. And because I'm interested in using that ultimately in Unreal Engine, I'm going to go and put this into a dummy project in Unreal Engine. We can see if we can get these people in. This is all powered. I'm not sure if you can use this with regular character creator characters, but this is all made with their Actor Core people. And in case you're not familiar with Actor Core, it's essentially a library of pre-made, pre-rigged people, and this is what they look like. You can get them as single people here, or you can get them as packs of like 5 people. So if you find him interesting and him, you can buy them separately, and then they add themselves into this kind of a pool of actors, and when you want to randomize a crowd, it just looks at that and picks one of them. So if you have 100 installed, it'll just look at all the 100 and pick 5 of them. Some of these guys also have different color combinations, like her here. If I go and click on her, you get the preview of what she looks like. That's very cool. So you don't have to then configure a character, you just use them off the rack, and it's great for architectural visualizations and stuff. So you can pick an animation here, you can look around what she looks like from all sides, and sometimes you can go and pick a different outfit. So the outfit itself stays the same, but the textures underneath it change. So quite cool, and they're compatible with all the iClone animations out there. So you can want to look at her on a talk animation with lip sync as well. Well, not lip sync, but there's a lip animation there. And they currently have like 400 characters here. And I think I have about 10, but that's a good start, I think. So let's see how that works. And apparently, so the hair and clothing is all scanned into these people. But the cool thing is they're all compatible with the with the regular animations that you get from the store. I think we're not hearing anything because it's on wrong output. Aha. But now it's a bit loud, isn't it? So I'll make that a bit quieter so it's like a background bubble. There we go. Much better. The Deviant is here. Hey Charles, wonderful to see you. I just wanted to give you a big thanks for all your informative videos you've done. Thank you so much. And I don't know where I'd be recently. Got into 3D and developing my own visual novel with you for the best. Thank you so much, Charles. I really appreciate that. Thank you for dropping by. That's nice. Always nice to hear. And the Deviant, how is your health situation? How's the vertigo treating you, buddy? I hope it's all good. I think for you, it's like rather early in the morning on the other side of the world, but it's getting warmer, which is awesome. So still the same, no change. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I just asked the same question. I already got my response. That's nice. So I think let me just go close this. With every iteration, I feel like there's more stuff that gets crowded into the interface. Like half of this we don't even need, but this is the standard interface that this comes up with. So let me show you if I can remember how to do this. Is this in pack? It might be in pack. So actor group, that's the new thing that they've introduced. So you could, this is like the smart content in Dash Studio. You can load people and outfits and poses and animations from it directly from here. But this here, actor group, is a thing that they've introduced now. So if I go in there, I have, just with the free version, you've got these 5 groups that you can pick. And underneath it, you've got all your actor core actors. So I can go and drag these people in here and then change their materials if I wanted to do that. I've got like 10 actors, and they have props, you know, phones, coffee cups and stuff. And then there's other bits and pieces here. But the cool thing is, like say we use this one here, to stand actor group. If I go and left click and drag that into here, what iClone is doing under the hood, it picks 2 random actors with 2 random talking animations. And the group, I think, governs how these people face one another. So this is kind of the beauty of it. There's this preset here that I can pick. So these, if I load this again, I'll get 2 different people, which is kind of cool. But from here I can choose what they're supposed to look like. So 2 standing FF, so that's 2 females. But I can also have 1 male and 1 female, or 2 males, or standing and drinking. Maybe I want 2 males standing and drinking. If I do that and then click randomize, then I get a preview of what this next iteration is going to look like. Takes a second. There we go. Now we've got 2 males. That's kind of cool. And he's holding the coffee already. I think that's Kevin, like a lower res version of Kevin. So if you zoom in closely, you can see they're a little bit, you know, they're not as high res as maybe a CC3 or a DAS character would be. But that's cool because for background actors, we don't actually want all that much resolution, so this is kind of exciting. So yeah, if I wanted to, I can randomize their start frames, and I just go, I think, press spacebar, and then these guys are starting to talk. So that is very cool. I can go in and override these animations. If I saw his hand is interjecting with his body there, I think I can go to the motion layer and just, you know, make that a little bit more pretty. But as a background sort of couple, these guys look like they're talking. And I find it fascinating that for my diner scene, I really need people like that. Sadly, with the free version, you don't have them when they are kind of sitting down here. Yeah, and that's it. And then I can go ahead and loop the animation if I wanted to. I can go randomize actors here, or I can randomize the materials only. So that's kind of exciting. If I'm thinking, hey, these guys are nice, but maybe I want a different color combination, just click randomize, see what happens then. There we go. So at least this guy has been randomized. This guy, I think he's got the same outfit still. Let's go and randomize that again. Has he got anything else other than the white outfit? You can tell it's true randomization when that happens. Yes, there we go. Totally different. Exciting. But now the animations are still the same. So if I like the look of these guys better, I'll see if I can get the guy's hand fixed there. I don't really know how I would do that. But it has to do something with the motion layer. So exciting stuff to explore. So very cool, and this is with the free version that you get. You get all these actors here, but with there's a bundle. I think it's called the social group bundle. They give you more motions and more characters, and more importantly, more of these groups. So I currently only have standing groups, but I think with the paid version, I also get sitting groups of like 5 people, and I can put them in a stadium and stuff. So kind of a cool idea. Oh. -15, Camilla. Ugh. Oh, to +7 today. Oh my god. And now it's just rainy. This is basically the same weather as what we have here in Miami. Not quite, not quite. Yeah, so that is that. Let me go and try to fix this guy's arm. This guy here. I think there's this thing, the timeline. And on normal characters, I think you have an animation strip here, but on these guys you don't, and that's because they are by default in something called light mode, I believe. Like here, this is a new thing that they've introduced, and these guys now have a light animation mode, so certain features are not available. But if I click here onto edit mode, then it takes a moment, and then I've got my my motion layer here. And I can go and bring him back to light mode once I've made my change. So let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's a shame Brian isn't here, because he could totally help me do that. So I think it's just when he puts his arm up here. So that's really what we want to correct. And I think what we do here, I think is it this? Is it that? No, it's this, isn't it? Is it this? This, yes. Motion layer. That's what we do. Yet another window opens up, because you can't have too much stuff on the screen. It's got like the tiny viewport and 40,000 things there, crazy stuff. And I think I want to go and do the body part mode. And then this is probably governed by that. Is that how I do that? Oh yeah, the bones, they might be a little strong. I think I can go and adjust that somewhere. Like that, perfect. I just wanted to switch that off. Let's see here, and it needs to be here. And I think that's all we needed to do there. That's probably okay. We just leave it there. And we could then uncorrect it. So technically anything before that is also now corrected. I don't know if that needs to be uncorrected. I think I'm buying this more than an intersection there. Let's say that's awesome now. I can go and close this and go and put him back into light mode, and some reshuffling happening under the hood. And then that animation should still be corrected. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. The other thing I can do is, if I don't want them to stand quite so far apart, if I want them to stand a little bit closer together, I can do that. Or I can even go and turn this guy around. Maybe they're at a bar, or we want to see their facial movement a little bit better. That's possible. And I think that's just the same for the whole animation. Yeah, awesome. So pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to exploring that paid for product that I think I have bought, but I haven't installed it yet. So maybe we could try to do that together in a moment. But the other thing I'm interested in is, how do we put these guys into Unreal Engine and have them talk over there? I'm not going to put them in my diner scene straight away, but I think if I just make a new blank project, that's my thumbnail for today here, by the way. It's a Mid-Journey. I've told it Harry and Crowd and something, and this came out. It's kind of exciting stuff. So good stuff. Let me go and make a new project here with the Unreal Engine 5.3.2, and we'll see, if and how / easy it is to bring these guys over with their animations, and then have these guys appear in my movie in Unreal Engine. That social bundle, Leo, this is exactly the one I bought. Yes, that and the new hair builder. I treated myself to that because Kiwi said it's apparently good. I bought the first hair builder without actually ever trying it out. But what I'm interested in is that it already comes with hair physics. Both of these things come with hair physics, and apparently they remain intact when you bring it into Unreal Engine. So exciting stuff. Let's go make a new project. We'll put that into our big testing folder. Do we have anything with iClone? No. Brilliant. That's we're gonna go iClone test, perhaps. iClone test. I like it. Next week, I'm sure I'm going to remember what that project was all about. It is, isn't it? Deviant, thank you so much. It was so much fun to do this, and it reminded me that I need to spend more time with my personal projects. I do so much client work recently that is very enjoyable, but it's also hard work. You think sitting at a computer and playing with 3D toys is a relaxing, enjoyable hobby, but it isn't if you're working to clients' briefs. So it all changes there a little bit. It's still very enjoyable, but it means, you know, I take time off doing video games, and it's also sometimes enjoyable and also necessary to try out brand new things in this realm because it makes you better artists. So let's go get going here with in here we'll make ourselves a new folder, and we'll call that maps to begin with. And in it I'm going to have my own little test map here. New level, basic level. Here it is. Perfect. And that should be enough for us to doodle around in. Let's go and save that. Save current level as in our maps folder, and we'll call that one iClone crowd test. I like it. Good. Now what? Right, exactly. No time for your own stuff, which on one hand is a wonderful thing, wonderful situation to be in. But at the same time, you're missing the times that you can just sink hours into your own stuff, and it just 3D just takes forever to do. So let's play with this. I think what I need to do is go add these two plugins into Unreal Engine first, and for that my project ideally is going to be closed. I add the plugins, then I reopen it, and then I should be able to put these characters over here. Let's head over to plugins, Unreal Live Link. I think that's it. Is that it? That's it. It's another floaty panel. I didn't mean for that to dock itself there. Please don't dock. Or dock and be dock sensibly. I don't mind. Either way is fine. There's something else I needed to do. Auto setup, that's the one. Browse files, is that it? Is that browse files? Yes, there we go, perfect. So these two plugins are actually in here. Auto setup is responsible for letting the script in Unreal Engine set these materials up and the skeletons so that they become compatible with the UE4 skeleton. I think it's mainly about the materials and the skeleton. And there's another one which is for doing the live link. So let's do this one first. That, and then these are the bits I always forget. So it's good to try this as many times as possible. And that is going to be lesson on here, and then in here, and then in here, and then in here, and then in here. I think. No, that's not where that is. Is it this content? That's where that needs to be. Content. So I'll put these two guys here. Perfect. And then in the same folder here, shared plugins. There we go. iClone Live Link. That's the other one that I need for 5.3. And I think the whole plugins, like that's probably that needs to go in the plugins folder. Ding. Perfect. So with a bit of luck, if I reopen my project here, which was called something like iClone test, there we go. Those two puppies should be live. That is good to hear, Leo. This is exactly what I've been told as well. It's supposed to be set up and supposed to work, but I've never tried it myself. So maybe we can try that together. If you're versed in the art of iClone, do let me know. Maybe we can work this out together. 6 changes to source content have been. Would you like to import them? No, we're okay. If I do, it's just going to cause issues. I'm going to just quickly set the this map here to be the iClone test map, so that we don't see this open world map open up, so that this thing opens up next time. Perfect. Okay. Are the plugins active? I don't think they are. Otherwise, there'd be icons here. So let me go and just make sure they. iClone. No, it's not in here, is it? It's not in here. What did I do wrong? Is it Reallusion? Something called something? No, that's not it. It's supposed to be. One is called to be. There's the LiveLink plugin, but the other one is they've got a control rig LiveLink one. That's interesting. The other one is supposed to be the iClone auto setup, and I don't see it in here. I did everything wrong. That's probably what it is. Ascania, welcome. How's it going? I haven't tried Cascadeur, no. I do like the name, though. That is bizarre. Let me just... Did I copy it in the correct project here? Possibly haven't. RL LiveLink, that's that. Was this in the iClone test? I put that in the content folder, didn't I? That wasn't supposed to happen. I think the plugins go into one folder above here. Yeah, I think that was my mistake. X that out. Put that here. Aha! Much better. Oh yes, that mini chocolate panettone cake doesn't go dry like the larger cousin does. You guys enjoy the snacks. Aha! Funky little icons appear. Good stuff. I mean, that is good, isn't it? And this we go and dismiss and say, yep, that's fine. Update, whatever, that's good. Right. So let's try the first challenge, bringing the character over. Because that isn't, as far as I know, that isn't governed by a script. So if we start with this guy, let's go transfer just the scene. Include motion we're not going to do because we're going to do that separately. And we'll just go with the character that we've got selected. Can we do both? Oh, we can do both characters. Good. Kevin and Lamar. Alexandre. That sounds French. Goody. So apparently this is something else. The LiveLink is to get the motion over and let Unreal Engine record it. Let me try this. Just go and click and see what happens. This is a good sign when it takes some time. Hey Brett, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh, Cascadeur is the only way to animate DAS 3D characters. Yeah, I've got good results animating them directly in Unreal Engine once you send them over. But that of course requires requires Unreal Engine, and that might not be, if DAS Studio is the target application. I agree with you. There's you got to have a different kind of tool. I always like looking at the screen because it makes me feel like a proper hacker. Not that I understand anything that appears here. And then the other option, of course, is to bring DAS characters into Character Creator and iClone first, animate them there, and then bring it into Unreal Engine. It entirely depends on what the target application is. RL content Kevin actor scan. That's Kevin, but I don't see Lamar. Where's Lamar? Oh, there's Lamar's happening now. Fine. I've been too impatient once again. Kevin first, Lamar second. I like it. It does, doesn't it, Leo? I totally agree. There's a theme actually you can get for this, that this goes and writes things in green text. Just in case we needed that. Hey, and then also there's, speaking of Genesis, Genesis 9's face transfer version is out now in early access. Has anyone tried that? I haven't tried that. But then I haven't tried the first face transfer yet either. First one was for, I think, Genesis 3 and 8, and the new one, face transfer 2, is for Genesis 9. Kind of interesting things that are coming out. Always good to see somebody working with it. Good. Oh, there we go. Hello. How you doing? How are your materials doing? Not so awesome, if I'm honest. You guys looked much more colorful a minute ago. What happened? What happened? Lamar and Kevin, we've got your textures here. Got the character PBR material. It looks like they're just not in there. Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, yes. They are. Is it really? Character PBR surface. Yeah, I don't know. That just doesn't look... That doesn't look great, to be brutally honest. Both of you. Has it got to do with virtual texture support? That's possible. UDIMs are supported in Unreal Engine, but they're not... It's not enabled by default. So if you're ever in that, find virtual texture support and enable that, and then Unreal Engine wants to get restarted. We can see if that solves the problem. So UDIMs by default, and I don't know why, I don't even know if these guys have UDIMs, but I've been in that situation before that UDIMs, they work kind of flawlessly well. If you have three UDIM tiles, you don't need to import the 3 base textures like tile 1, 2, 3 and roughness and all that into Unreal Engine. You just pick the first one. As long as the files are named correctly, it'll understand that it's a tile and just goes and gets that. But it looks like this was not what we what would have solved our problem. So UDIM support, that wasn't it. Why don't we make a new material for him? Because it looks like we have the textures here. And then, yeah, let's do that a little bit more manual. It's not supposed to happen this way, but I'm in for some manual tweaking. Let me go make a material. And this one is going to be my master material. And I'll call that one iClone characters. So this is, I might use just Lamar's textures for this. And then I'll create an instance for the other guy. So we'll go and drag these things over here, like kaplonk. And then we don't have to worry about this. This goes into base color. And then we have normal, normal goes into, as you would have guessed it, normal. Well, I don't know why that was grayed out before, because the blend mode might have been different. Yeah, the blend mode might have been different. And this here is, what's that supposed to be? That is opacity, but do we need that? That's maybe why they've put that in there, opacity. I'm going to leave it out for now because I'm not sure if my character needs that. If we do, then we need to change this node here from opaque. We need to set that to masked, I believe. Let's actually do that. Mask. There's nothing on this texture, so I don't think we need it. But just in case We do need it. Let's go put that here. Right, that's that. Then we need to put, if we were clever, we're going to go and create an instance out of that and call that mi lemma. Right, and then we put that onto lemma. And does lemma look handsome? Yes, lemma looks handsome. Auto setup. We're going to give you two penalty points there because this has worked in the past. It just hasn't worked with 2 characters or with active core. It's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm going to go and duplicate lemma and call it mi Kevin. And in here, oh, what I've forgotten is to make these things parameters. So as soon as I do that, base color, they become overwritable in the instance. Convert to parameter. This one is opacity texture. And this one is going to be normal texture. Now I can go and pop new textures in here, which is exciting stuff. So where Kevin is, Kevin, what is this? This is diffuse. Perfect. So we'll put diffuse into here. And then we have, what's this? That's normal. Put normal into here. And then this here is going to be oh, maybe we do need opacity. Possible. Do that, and then we go and put our material, Kevin. I got 2. Oh, nice. You've got the takeaway cup as well. How exciting. Yeah, we need to have that cup. Nice one, Kevin. You're looking swell. I like it. Sometimes you just have to pull a serious face if you're like in the zone. Art. Wonderful to see you. Good to see you. You guys are looking at the specials. Very, very nice. Do you know, it does, Leo. Me too. It totally reminds me of the Blender shader window. Face transfer, it's not very good. Thank you, Deviant. You've just made my purchase decision for me there. I like it. Very, very nice. Oh my god. The look of concentration, that's what it is. So the takeaway cup here, that kind of threw me a little bit because... Is that not included in his texture? No, I guess it isn't. We don't want you to have a black cup. Let's take care of your cup body. What does that look like now? That doesn't even have textures. Oh, is it because... I'm totally thrown by that because it's the cup part of you, or is that something we can attach from you? If only I knew. I think it's actually part of the guy. Right? We don't have a separate cup object. Because this we can isolate that, but that's just the material, so... Well, did we get cup materials? We did! Look at that, we've got cup materials. My god! Let's make another one here. Kevin, let's go and duplicate that and call that Kevin's cup. Kevin's coffee. Kevin needs a coffee, so we could put that into here, and that looks a little bit not so good. So let's rectify that with this. What's that? Cup sleeve. That could be cup sleeve diffuse. Let's put that in here. Yes. No. Yes. Maybe. Possibly. What's this? Normal. And then this one's probably the opacity texture. Yes, look at that. And all of that together. Look, yes, look at that. Cup has a sleeve now. All right. Look at that. This is exciting stuff. Hey, this only took us half an hour. That's not bad. So we've got Kevin, Kevin's coffee, and Lamar. Okay, thank you guys. This is great. Jay, save all your bits and pieces. And let's see if we can animate one or both guys with the magic of the Unreal Engine Live Link now. Yes, let's try. I think we need to have a particular thing open, which is in non-cinematics. It's in virtual production Live Link. And then we get this. Funky window opens up. And we also, I think, need the take recorder in a moment. I think, first of all, we need a source. I think iClone Live Link source on this port number. That's good. Live Link receiving. So that's good, isn't it? Is that good? I can't remember. Is that good? I think so. Next thing we need is the virtual production cinematics take recorder. There we go. Take recorder and takes browser. I like it. Take recorder. Almost, buddy. Yes, there we go. Let me go and dock my sequencer at the bottom here. This is good. I think natively that's great. Now we have the live link, and now we can pick a source here, and we can also say what that is supposed to be called. Let's go and do this in 60 frames. Both here and here. And then, perhaps, can we go from actor, add Kevin actor scan, is that it? Or is it from live link? Chaos Cache, no. From actor. Yes, I think so. Let's add Kevin. And shall we also add Lamar? I mean, maybe we can send both of these guys over at the same time. Who knows? Let's try. Lamar Alexandre. And I think the thing was they needed to be named exactly the same thing in both here and there. So Kevin actor scan. Let me see if that is what you're called. Kevin actor scan and Lamar Alexandre. Hey, this is awesome. Let's go try this out. Link. And we want to link the characters here, not the props, the cameras, or the lights. Yeah, link. Link activated. Do you think maybe we should make that happen? Let's go into Substance Painter and quickly put Jay's coffee on there. Easy 3D TV. How you doing, buddy? Hey, $6 that's not a bad price. I think for that I probably would have bought it myself. $6 in the sale. I should put that on my wish list, really. See how it goes. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Happy Saturday. Okay, we're pressing space. These guys are working overtime here. That's good. Oh my lord, look at that. We have that live linked in the Unreal Engine. Is that cool or what? Hey, that is pretty exciting, isn't it? That is pretty good, isn't it? Sometimes you just need to take a moment and just appreciate what just happened there. Two completely unrelated 3D applications talking to one another. And it works on the first go. That's something. Let's just celebrate this moment here for a second. How is your computer going, by the way, Deviant? Have those cables finally turned up? I feel so sorry for you that this has just been such a tour de force with your computer. I know you're eager to get back to work with, good hardware. Oh, DIM keeps crashing. Was that? I've never had, thankfully. Yeah, because you need updates. Oh, Camilla, that's crazy. You got everything you need? That's awesome. That is very good. Very cool. So let's try to record this then, shall we? I think there's something else that I always forget how to do. It's about a particular timecode provider, and it's a thing that lets me, is that in here? Yes, could be. There is something Oh no, that's in LiveLink actually. Sorry, it's in LiveLink. I think you add something else here, and I forgot what it is. Was it evaluation? No, that's not it. There's something else that you put in here, and then Unreal Engine doesn't just record, it waits until it receives a signal, and only then does it record, and it automatically stops when it no longer receives a signal. And only Brian knows what that is, and I totally forgot how to do that. So yeah, I don't remember where that is. I think it's something else that you put in here. Isn't it like a timecode provider or something? No, some object that I had never heard of. Nearby spawned actions. Look at that, that's great. You can also, just a note here, if you play with this, let's go close this down. If you ever want to record your own input from a game controller, you can go and do that. You can capture your player in here and then start take recorder and then just walk around with a game character, with a character in the world, and then use that as an animation sequence. I'm glad you like it, Art. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, that is weird. What version of Windows are you on? Just out of interest. I can reach out to my developer buddy as well. Maybe he has tips and tricks. Sadly, there's no other version of DIM available. DIM only has one version, and that's the release version. So we don't have 10. Yeah, okay. We don't have something like we have for DAZ Studio. I always suggest that if somebody has problems with the release version of DAZ Studio, try the beta version and see if it's any better. Or in your case, maybe the publishing build. But for the install manager, we only have one thing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know, stick on 10 for as long as you can. 11 isn't necessarily better. I have to say, 10 is so reliable and so hassle-free. Lamar Kev, I'll call it. Take 1. 1 is good. Well, let's just try this out, shall we? I think I have to go and do this like so. It goes and says it's recording now, but of course it's not receiving an input. It is receiving an input now. And this is now recording that, which is insanely cool. Oh, now the music stopped. Dang. We'll bring the music back just as soon as the take is over. And okay, cut. Thank you, print. Take 5, everyone. Finalizing active recording. So this is interesting. So I can record 2 people at the same time. I wonder how many people I can record at the same time. Excited about this. Let's play that playlist again. I did like it. So the crazy thing now is, where are these animations? How do we now play them back? How do you make use of those on your sequencer? I'll close down my takes controller and maybe bring in a level sequence here, or basically create a level sequence in here. And we'll call this in cinematics, and we're calling that Kev Lamar test. Perfect. It's in here. So it's always good that the level sequence is in your scene, because then you can start adding things to it. So let's see where my things are. Cinematics and takes. This is today's date. Kev Lamar. This is, I think, the level sequence that has both of these guys in. If I open that up, then yes, they're both in there and they're both moving. So Unreal Engine has an interesting concept in that I keep the playhead in the playback range, so I can't jump out of this. In that it has a system that lets you spawn characters. So in that case, the sequencer takes care of generating the object when it's necessary. And if I go and close that down and get my other sequence in here, hello, which is this one here. Let's open that. Then these guys go away. So that opens up doors if you have a ton of actors and you don't want your scene to be littered with them. They just get created at the moment we need them. So in our case, I'm just going to go and make these guys invisible. Might even go and put them into a special folder here. Move to characters, like so. And by the time, if I wanted to have this level sequence govern my, camera moves and stuff, I can add a subsequence track in here and then have that be the Kevin and Lamar test sequence. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. Kevin and Lamar, that one, perfect. So now, this is where it starts, somewhere like there. And this was, I don't know how long this was. Certainly was longer. Let's say this is the end here. I'll find out where that take starts, like here, perfect. So shorten that to here. Get these guys talking. And then we can try, this was actually a 60 sequence, that's why that exclamation mark happens here. And then, well, great. That's the sequence, nice one. So now I can go ahead and, put cameras in here. Maybe I have an establishing shot where, I come in something like that. Maybe create a camera like this and call it cam 1. Wide, or like say establish, and then this could be, instead of 35, we can make this maybe 18. And then I can go into, what's it called here, the auto keyframing bit. So from here to there, say. Right, then we have this as our first camera here, and then here I can go and create a second camera of maybe him. That looks funky. Create camera here, and this is going to be cam 2. This is Kevin here, and we want for that to also be 18. And say we start, and here we push in slightly. And maybe that can even happen over a course of the rest of the sequence here. So it's nice and slow and easy. Not sure if I want to maybe start on this. Go from here to there. And you got your head sort of further over here, so we might go correct that. So from here, that's quite good, and then you do that. So we want to be maybe here, just follow you. I could also do something fancy with tracking. I think I'm not going to do that, just a couple of correctives here. So we keep him close, and if we fancy going a little bit closer in, we can do that later. And now we can go and create ourselves another camera, which is then on my man Lamar here. A new camera. 18, we're not worrying about focus or anything like that at all. Cam 3, whoops, Lamar. So this works really well. I like it. I'm impressed. I also don't really want to see the cameras here. So you're doing this, and we're going to push just in slightly here like this. From here to, here, that's fine. And then we can go and put this back to here as well. And then we've got this nice move in here. Perfect. So that is nice. And then comes the funky part where we go and intercut between all these things. I'm still thinking maybe on the first camera here, I might want to, well, first of all, I want to hide the cameras. I don't want to see the cameras here. And that is something, there's probably an easier way to do that, but for now, just so that they don't lurk around in the viewport, I'm going to go and hide them just with visibility settings here. I could have also selected all three of them and tracked that property. Visibility, there we go, now they're all gone, except for one, namely you. Perfect. Righty, so that's that. Let me go and have a look at the establishing shot camera, just in case we want to go back to that later. Let me make that available the whole time. And on the final keyframe, maybe, let's be on them like so. So we have that, and then we can go and cut back and forth. So then, in order to do cuts, first let's look at this in seconds. That gives us a better understanding of what's going on. We can also drag this out here and drag this out here, so that these things start a little. Whoops, dang, start a little easier here. So let's say here, hey Kevin, what you been up to? And now Kevin starts talking, and we go and cut to him. So in order to change that, you can go and split the existing camera cuts track here, and then use the second piece and go and cut to Kevin. And as you do, provided you're watching the camera cuts track, we can do that. Yeah, I know, this was, you know, exciting stuff that I've done there. We cut to my man Lamar. Lamar reacts thinking, aha, man, you're the man. I gotta say, I'm so proud of you, dude. And then we go and split this again and make the last thing the establishing shot. And then we've created ourselves a super cute little animation. Isn't that cool? That's correct. You can import, you can do this in iClone and then import the camera. Very good point. Very good point. I like it. Yeah, very good point. Also lights. If you can set up lights in iClone, sometimes it's just easier to do that in iClone, especially if you're more familiar with those tools, and just import the whole thing. Very good point. Yes. Yes, you can, Deviant. There are several ways that you can refine this movement. Like if you were to animate a character from scratch, you can go and record your face either with a webcam. I think that is a system called, forgotten now, AccuFace, I think, AccuFace, or something like that. And the other one is with an iPhone, with the depth perception and stuff. So that also works. So, but aside from the camera animation, these guys just moving around, can we build a little crowd scene with this? And what's the difference using LiveLink to transfer them, or trying to, maybe with the next group of people, we try this, just exporting the motion that we have it available as an animation sequence inside of Unreal Engine. Let me go and shorten this here actually, because they stopped talking a little earlier there. So quality, you're not really meant to go close up on these guys. You're supposed to use, character creator people for that. And look, you close the animation sequence and the characters disappear because they're being spawned by the level sequence. Haha. That is great for background characters, because you basically go and do, turn the spawn into that. If ever you need to convert that, like cameras are spawns as well. All these things that have this what's it called here? This is lightning bolt. Those are spawnables, and our characters are going to be in the level sequence here, inside another level sequence, and that's that other thing also in the outliner here. This means a spawned property. And if you go back, you can go straight to our master sequence here. Let's say I had another object in here, like a cube. And imagine the cube is also, visible, like say here. Currently, it doesn't matter if the cube is now not a spawned object. So if I go and close my level sequence down, the actors disappear, but the cube stays. If I wanted my cube to also be spawned when the level sequence is active, you can go and do this by selecting it, then tracking that object, And it doesn't have to be animated, it just needs to be tracked. And then you can go and right click on this and you can say convert to spawnable. And then it too gets that icon here. It also tells you which level sequence is spawning it. So if you had multiple level sequences being queued, it tells you what is being spawned by what. Like I can see that this here is my master sequence, and the cameras and the cube are being taken care of by that. But the actors here, they're part of a different level sequence. So quite cool. So the cube, we don't have to animate it, but it's now part of the level sequence. I close it down, cube disappears. But lo and behold, cube also comes back with the rest of the stuff, so you can literally spawn whole sets in with this principle. It's very, you know, it's a lot, but it opens doors to opportunities, I gotta say. Motion, yes, we're going to try that in a second, Easy, because I'm interested in that as well. Lifelink is one thing that's cool and stuff, but I think there is another way to bring motion in, so we're going to try that with our next group of people here. Just in case you ever wanted to make this object part of your scene again and turn it into an unspawnable, you can do the same thing, right click and then create convert to possessable, and then it becomes an object in your scene again, or you go and close the sequence and the cube remains there. Just on that note, let's go try that. Yeah, you can go buddy, that's cool. Let's go and try a different few people here, like you guys. Thank you so much for your help. I'm going to close the live link window down again for now and try out what we've got here. 2 standing characters, 3 waiting characters, 5 waiting characters. 5 people waiting in a row. Let's do that. I want to see how that works. Possible, Easy. Possible. Yeah, I think Unreal Engine does support VDBs, but I've never tried it out. Look at that. Exciting stuff. 5 people waiting in line. And maybe I want them to stand a little bit closer together here. Hello? Oh, there we go. It's still waiting for me to do something. Are we happy with their colors here? I think maybe we're happy with the colors, but I think I'm going to randomize their materials here. See if they can wear other stuff. I do like her red jacket though. But Lamar, I know you have better stuff. Come on, man. If I had more actor core characters, he's always wearing the same stuff. I like her party dress. Let's go randomize one more time. If I had more actor core characters, I'd get, you know, Lamar less often. Even though I like Lamar. Oh, they do? Good to know, good to know. Yes, Kevin jumps out in surprise and spills his coffee. Now, Lamar still hasn't changed. That's crazy. Maybe white is good for material change there. I think we're going to go and do that later. I'll leave these guys as they are. And we can see if we can... Like maybe she's okay, but we're going to go move Lamar closer back and then you can move, you know, closer. It's like one of those... Everyone's waiting in line for their coffee here. I'm looking forward to trying out the sitting groups here. This is kind of nice. And now you play this back and you got fidgety people all waiting in line. That isn't bad, is it, for a quick crowd creation? Let's see if we can do this without lifelink and bring these guys into Unreal Engine. I don't know if we can do it one character at a time. We can still use the lifelink works with like the window for that, because with the transfer window, I think that's how that happens. Let me do these guys one by one. First of all, include motion. I think that's what we want to do. Range, the whole thing. 60 frames, also cool, but we could drop that down. I think 60 is funky. And Lamar, since we've had you, who are you? Maureen Callahan, Party 1, Party 2, and Spring Pena. Maureen Callahan, you're it. Only because you have a name. I think, you know, if you call Party something, That's just not very good. Let's not do props or cameras or lights. Perfect. Transfer Maureen Callahan. Boom. Let's see if that works. You can't have too many characters in your character or other words. Too many lead actors, but this is nice. Lifelink. Yes, exactly. I agree, Art. I agree. It's like, I've never heard anybody compare about, oh, my hard drive is really too large. I have too much system memory. Man, my CPU is way too fast. True, we don't really have those types of conversations. And like, I have too many actors in my scene. Goes right along that. I agree. Let's watch the Matrix happen one more time. SM6, that's good. I know what that is. I know where the tick box is. I don't exactly know what that is. Some shading model, I think. Flattened material. See if Maureen Callahan comes in with maps. I'm interested in that. Maureen Callahan, there she is. PBR, opacity normal, and phone. She has a phone as well. Curve name jaw left is skipped because it only contains invalid stuff. Oh, is that so? How interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Leo. So if you want a high-res version of Party 1 or Party 2, I like it. Alejandro and Anna. I think I saw a trailer with Party 1, and she had a slightly different breast shape in real life. I do remember, but it's a company called the Scan Truck, I think, and it's basically an OB van that goes and are we doing all characters? I only ticked one. Don't do them all. It's fine. We have the time. And it's basically an OB van with VFX artists on the inside, and there's a big scanning booth. Actor dressed steps into the booth, gets photogrammetry scanned, and then they go and correct it a little bit and turn it into a movable actor. Very cool idea, I gotta say. And then also making this mobile, because then you can go to wherever the actors need to be scanned. Very, very clever. Old laptop couldn't take it. How about new laptop? Yeah, I think we're going to do this 3 times, even though I had unselected everyone else. But that's okay. So we'll get everyone and their motions, I guess, in Unreal Engine. Good thing I took something with a group of 5 people, huh? Could have had 2 people, but no, Jay, let's pick 5. Aught 18, I like it, yes. What do we refer that decade to these days, now that we can refer back to it? Crazy how long ago those are. Is it the noughties? The aughties? I think Donald Fagen is referred to that like 007. That would be 2007. That's a good way to referring to that year too. I like that. 007. Our generation can say that, yes. Naughty aughties. The naughties, yeah, I thought so too, yeah. The naughties. But naughties, I think that only works if you're British and you understand like the naught connotation there. CC Life, what's it? Retargeted to somebody, what's it? Skeleton. What are these boxes? I did not bring them boxes in. Do you know there's another way to bring these things out, and that box, that was not part of the equation. But she's here, Maureen Callahan. But she's got the same material issue here. So, yeah, I mean, I could set that up again, but I think I might not do that. Let me try something else. There is another way to get these things out, and it doesn't even utilize the live link panel. Let's go and just close this down with Maureen in here. File, good old-fashioned export, huh? Export, not Omniverse. We do this export, and then we have the target tool here, and we'll just pick Unreal. Oh, this is cool. We should see if that works with Blender as well. I haven't tried that out yet. FPX, let's treat ourselves to 60. the whole range. We don't want to do embed textures because this clever script will recognize those. And we'll just go and hit export. Put this to onto my desktop here. Let's do that. Maureen Callahan. Maureen, we'll call her Maureen 2 because we know it's the, Maureen 2. Character creator and iClone auto setup can process FBX files for automatic shader assignment, animation retargeting, and model configuration for the target 3D engine. Let's hope so. Click more for additional information. I think we already know what that means. Please pop a plugin into the... Okay, fine. We'll just say okay. See how that works. No, DAS is not listed there. I think the only supported workflow is bring DAS characters into iClone and Character Creator, or basically into Character Creator and iClone, but not the other way around. So it's not designed to export things and bring them into DAS Studio. That is not natively supported. Because probably you wouldn't really want them there, I suppose. Even though you can import them manually, so you just have to make a note what the textures are, and then just bring them in from there. But the good news about this is that apparently, I will delete this Maureen here because we're going to have a much better version of Maureen. Is that from here? No, I think it works as long as this thing is active here. We can just go and import something into here. Import RL content, and then we pick our location here, Maureen 2. I think it's the JSON file that we import, or the FBX. I can't remember. Let's see if the JSON works. Data table options, it was the FBX file, and so apologies for that. So let's do FBX. And I think this plugin is clever enough, look at that, to understand what's going on. So standard, high quality or low quality shader. I think these don't work because we're not bringing in a proper CC character. So standard shader is fine because they're like the diminished, like slightly low resolution bits and pieces. And I think here, all we need to do is import all, I think. Or do we need to pick a skeleton? I forgot now. Oh, Maureen has a skeleton. Let's do no skeleton, see what happens. This might not work. I may have to pick a skeleton for this. There might even be a different option to import this. I've never tried this, but let's see. Missing RL shader data. Ah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, does it? Dang. How cold is that? Yeah, I don't think it's supported. I'm not sure if you'd want to do that either. Oh, look at that. She's the same issue as we had before. So maybe something with the actor core characters doesn't quite work out, because I know this works with the regular CC characters and wafty hair and stuff like that. So I suppose we could set up the shaders manually since we've got our own material here. Let's go and just duplicate that and call it MI Maureen. And then in Maureen, I'm sure we've got something. Maureen Callahan. Oh, that's her smartphone, so we have two for her again as well. Nice one. This is her diffuse texture, so pop that in here. Hello. Maureen, oh, there we go. Textures. Textures, Maureen Callahan. Oh, right, look, these are the other ones. That's exciting. This is an ORD map, or OM map, rather. Wow. This is from the previous version here. Diffuse texture. Go in here. Doesn't want to do that. Oh, no way. Yeah, this is not how I had expected it. Maybe there's a little bug in these things that they're still ironing out. Yeah, this is Kevin, but we don't want to do Kevin. We want to do Maureen, right? Maureen texture. Go into here. Toy doesn't want to do that. I don't know why. I can't tell you. Definitely Maureen. Is she virtual texturized? Probably not. Perhaps not. Ah, no luck with Maureen. Let's try a different character then. Maybe... Did we have any of the other people here? No, we don't. We've only got Maureen. And Kevin and Lamar. We don't have the party people, even though I thought they would have been brought with it. Interesting. Yeah, mine worked as well. Like mine for Lamar and Kevin, they worked perfectly fine. These ones didn't work. Yeah, 5.3. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I didn't know that. ASL and Banzel. Hey, I'm used to it. I have special versions of 3D software that have special things, and it just doesn't really, sometimes it just doesn't really work. I'm totally okay with that. It just happens. It just happens. Let me go make a new project here. Maybe that was a problem. And let me go try to, in a moment, let's try to download the other bits and pieces here from the social What's It bundle that I bought. Then Leo and I can have a look at that. But just before we do that, I'd like to just load in a regular character and see if they come across. So not actually this pack, but just something like, you know, characters. Use one of the dressed guys here. Maybe... These are toon characters here. We've tried those last time. Let's try Kevin. Kevin with or without motion. I just want to see if he comes in to Unreal Engine that way. Nice one. Deferred texture loading. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Kevin. You don't have an animation, and that's fine. We don't need you to have one. He's like the high-res version now. Very nice. Very nice. So let's try this then. With him, export FBX, Unreal Engine. We just need the, we don't need that at all. And that's all good, I think, right? We don't tick anything here. Just hit export and call that Kevin CC, just so that I know he's the high-res guy, rather than the actor core version. Perfect. No, the ones I used were not CC3+. This is a CC3+ character. The ones I've used were actor core characters. Because of the crowd generation thing. That's really why I'm testing this out, because I'm thinking that might be kind of cool. But I need to see if this works flawlessly, and you know, if it doesn't, then that puts a different spin on the whole, you know, project. So what you all got planned for Christmas? Any special plans? I mean, Christmas is here next week, scarily enough. What's my method for importing DAS environments into Unreal Engine? I usually use the bridge, if it works. More often than not, I need to make adjustments to those assets, in which case, if it works via the bridge, I bring them in via the bridge directly into Unreal Engine, and then from there I export it to Blender, make a change, and then re-import the mesh. Or if I see that there's significant changes that need to be happening, I bring it into Blender first. So DAS to Blender, make a change, and then bring it into Unreal Engine from that way. Let's try this. Also, do we need to put this into a special folder here? Maybe I'm going to make myself a folder in here. Kevin CC, just so that I know what's going down here. Now let's go import RL content. Loving it. Kevin CC. Use FBX. And yes, it totally knows it. Enable character creator and iClone auto setup. But ideally with the HQ shader, not the standard shader. Don't know why that doesn't come up. Last time I tried that, I had a choice here with HQ shader. One of those things. I'm going to have to use a standard shader. See if that works. Bah humbug! You turn onto the Grinch on Christmas. Nice one. Yes, that is usually what our Christmas looks like. Is it Christmas? I had no idea. Why are the shops closed? Oh, it's Christmas. Our local shops, they don't even close. Like, I always think the poor people who work at Walgreens and CVS, man. Does anyone know what I need to do in here? Do I need to do anything with the skeleton? Do I need to set this to some compatible thing? Yeah, I don't have the third-person project installed, by the way, so there's no Manny in here. Maybe I need to do something with this. What do you think? You're making your Christmas tree out of construction paper. Nice! Nice one! Rich folk in training. I do like that too. Let's just see import, see what happens. Paper clips, much more environmentally friendly as well, because you can reuse them. Fact. Do you know what? Easy made a good point. Am I using 5.3? Yeah, I mean, I've tried. Last time I've tried this was actually with 5.2. This was before the 5.3 version of the plugin was released that lets us import things properly and stuff. Missing our shader data. Dang, brother, that's so cold. Yeah, so maybe it's a 5.3 thing. We know. What we want to see here is a do not ever ask again button. Hey, that's nice. Plastic, also very environmentally friendly. With spider webs for extra decoration, okay. Use 5.3 and it works for you. Okay. It's my special version then. It would totally explain so many things. Poor Kevin can't come in with shaders. Ah. Sorry, Kevin. Successfully and what do I need to select on that import dialog? I have a feeling there was something I didn't select that I should have selected. There are instructions that Reallusion provide and I was too busy reading them, so thought I'd just try it without anything. And that of course bites me in the ass time and time again. Yeah, Kevin, black is not a good look for you, buddy. I gotta say. And yes, I could set up everything from scratch. The promise was I didn't have to do that. So, sorry, Kevin. Not gonna happen, buddy. Well, that's, you know, probably my fault. I'm okay with that. Let's try out some of the other things that I bought there. And I don't think we're gonna get to the hair, actually. But let me see if I can first of all find these things. It wasn't actor group, was it? It was the social what's it bundle. Where is that? Skin Gen, Headshot, Working Class Heroes. Oh, these are also characters. I forgot I had bought them. Hair Builder, Hair Patches, Beard and Things, Walk and What's It, Makeup. Where's my things? Update, that's a good idea. Props have an update. Let's update props. That's good. Sure, update props. I like it. Maybe it doesn't show up here. Maybe I need to launch my launcher thing. That could be. That's where it now happens. Reallusion Hub had a major update. Oh, okay. Well then, in that case, let's close it all down and do the major update thing. Let's do that. Your yearly marathons of Nightmare Before Christmas and The Grinch and then Family Lord of the Rings. Ooh, very cool, Camilla. I like it. Do you know, and now it all breaks. You're so right. You're so right. Program will install things. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. And then Windows comes along with an update, and then the NVIDIA drivers come along with an update, and then you think, when am I going to get some work done here? Totally fine. Hey, I'm currently working on a Marvelous Designer series that's going to be released, hopefully even before Christmas. I've got the first 5 episodes down already. That's very cool. How to make clothing, how not so much make clothing, but how to then make the clothing functional in their studio. So that's coming soon to the channel. Don't need to do anything here. I don't think I do. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It could be the Unreal template I'm using. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Yeah, that could be. I can always try to put a fresh version of the plugin in there. That's a possibility. Sometimes I've had this happen before, that is actually Unreal Engine having that problem. So sometimes if you work with Unreal Engine a lot, you find that some shaders that are in the engine content don't work well. And what I usually do then is just use this option here, verify Unreal Engine. It takes forever because it's basically like a new installation of Unreal Engine, but it goes and verifies all the files. And yeah, I use this a lot, so it could be that it's at the time, like once a month, I tend to do that if I need it or not. It's just one of those things. It is a very complex project, you know. So let's see if I can figure out where these things are here. I thought it would be under pack. Maybe actors. Actor group. That's just my people here. Those are still my 5 groups. There should be like 30 more. But I also don't really know how to use iClone all that well. They just don't show up. How very peculiar. How about hair? Does my hair builder show up at least? Hairstyle, hair element? Anything in here? In anywhere? No. Gotcha. Animation? Possibly. Shuffle downs, emotes, pedestrian actions. Motion director. Animation, social, hangout, dinner party. The persona? No. Motion plus? No. That's all in here. Stage, set, props, media, recent downloads. How about that? No. It's also not in here. I have no idea where that is. Gotta read some documentation then. Yeah, what a shame. So neither the hair nor the other thing is actually in here. I'm pretty sure I bought that earlier, so one of those things. Hey guys, I think we're going to go and watch more of Jay's Saloon now until I have a check. And maybe we'll come back to this tomorrow, because this was a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing these things. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all being here, all 25 of you. That's very, very cool. That's quite the turnout. So we're going to continue with this tomorrow, and maybe I'll get my materials set up in Unreal Engine. Have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you beforehand. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.